Howdy, howdy, fiddle friends and bluegrass buddies. It's your old pal Mike Mitchell here from Mike Mitchell Band in the Floyd Music School with my monthly fiddle lesson for Bluegrass Unlimited magazine. So, yes, I'll explain. I knew that I wanted to take a classic melody and build a break. Go from humming the tune to playing that tune slowly, note by note on our fiddles, then adding some rhythm, maybe some shuffles, maybe some double stops and some ornaments, maybe go through a couple of different variations. Build a break. It's an essential skill that we all need to have if we're going to be contributing fiddlers in a jam or in a band scenario. I just didn't know what song I wanted to use until earlier this week, one of our Floyd Music School family bands, the Biscuit Eaters, they came in for their band coaching, and their mom, Meredith Wilkerson, said, "Mr. Mike, I've written a song, and I think it's a good one." Well, Mr. Mike thinks it's a good one too. In fact, I think it's bound to be a classic. And since I'm helping them build a break for their song, we're tying this all in together. Again, this is a song written by Meredith Wilkerson from Surry County, North Carolina, mom of the Biscuit Eaters. Look them up if you can. Tell them I sent you. And this is a song. It's a song called Little Mountain Home, and I'm just going to sing the chorus, and I'm going to sing it an octave lower than where she did. And we're just going to ascertain the melody. 2, 3, and so long, it's been so long since I walked those hills and mountains of my home. My heart yearns someday I'll return to the place I love, my little mountain home. One more. So long, it's been so long since I walked those hills and mountains of my home. My heart yearns someday I'll return to the place I love, my little mountain home. See what I mean? Classic. It's going to be a classic melody, I believe, in bluegrass music, and maybe beyond, maybe in the country music world. So, let's build a break on that, shall we? La 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 la. And I like to do it sentence by sentence. In the key of A. Play with me. We'll do it sentence by sentence. It's going to be C sharp. One more time. C sharp, B, A, C sharp, E, F sharp, E, D. So long, it's been so long since I walked these hills. It's pretty easy. Since I walked these hills. C sharp, E, F sharp. Again. And mountains of my home. And mountains of my home. So that's kind of like the first full sentence in our paragraph, right? Let's do it again, my friends. Here we go. 2, 3, and so long, it's been so long since I walked these hills and mountains of my home. Now, if memory serves correctly, the second sentence is pretty much the exact same, which is so common, isn't it? We always err on the side of assuming things are more complicated than we are when we're learning songs. At least I do. My heart yearns someday I'll return to the place I love, my little mountain home. I think it just stays there. To the place I love, my little mountain home. 2, 3, and... There we go, my friends. That is the melody. Now, it's completely respectable just to play that. It's fine and dandy. If you're in a jam, and it's your turn in the circle, it's completely acceptable. And it's also, especially in a jam situation, acceptable to very quietly hum along or play along with the vocalist, just so that you can hear it and hear that you are learning their melody. Okay, now, sure, that's fine and dandy, but we want to spice things up. So, let's do a little shuffle and a little bit of Nashville bowing, and throw in a little bit of what I call the Irish fiddle tune runs into this melody. Can we? Okay, great. So here we are at variation 1 with some shuffles. 2, 3, and... Nice. Nice. Let's do that again. 2, ready, play. Fine and dandy. So a little bit old-timey, a little bit square dancey, nice shuffling. What you can do is you can start sliding into those, what I consider the capital letters of the sentences. Forefinger. So that last line, I got a little fancy. And that is why we use the 4, and I'm going to talk about it in just a minute. Let's take it from the second run through of that melody. Down bow. So, the 4th finger can easily be added to the open E and start the droning process. Right? And those of you following along with my PDF, I didn't write it in here because if I'm going to start writing all of the different variables that we can put on this shuffle melody, then I'm going to, be publishing a book or something. So we started with just shuffles. Then we started sliding into and out of the capital letters, the first notes of these sentences. And then we added a 4 because we can add that 4 and an open E. And if you're gonna keep with that drone, that's fine. It's okay. But watch for as soon as it starts to not sound good. Right there, that might be a little questionable. Someone might make a face. So, and I used to, when I was just sort of beginning to learn how to do this, I used to make the mistake of thinking that 2 strings was always preferable. So I would go, and it's not. It just doesn't fit in with the chord all the time, and it can be it can take away from what we're trying to play. So yeah, we started that drone in line 2. I might get out of it at this passage. And then the Irish fiddle tune ending. Let's play it together one time all the way through. 2, ready, and... Very, very nice. Very rhythmic. And as always, you know, Grandma's got to dance. We got to put in that rhythm. So those stressed bows, that nice, you know, all the good technique that lets us use a relaxed arm and accent the notes where they need to be accented, usually on the 2 and the 4, the 2nd and 4th beat. 1 and a 2 and a 3, or on the and of 1, and, you know, depending on how you're counting. So, let's move on. Let's get a little bit fancy, shall we? For those of you who are more advanced players, here's a couple of different things that we can do with the fiddle tune and with a kickoff and sliding and some bowing, some Georgia bowing, some different kind of stuff, and maybe some double stops. Variation 2, a more advanced, intermediate, late intermediate, early advanced level. We'll start it with the old da-da-da-dun-dun, right? Classic, classic. And make sure that you get the C sharp, because that C natural, that blue note is going to really pop with me. Ready, and... Now, for those of you who aren't double stopping, play the top note. For those of you who are, add the 3rd below it. And for those of you who are comfortable with that, slide. Let's play that whole phrase, shall we? 1, 2, 3. And the next one. Nice. So go up into a little bit of a high feature. That's almost an ornamentation in itself when we go high up on the E. And we've gone all the way to a C natural, another blue note. 2, 3. For those of you who aren't double stopping, play the bottom note. For those of you who are, add the E drone and the G sharp underneath B. And then we've got a rhythmic So, and the Georgia bow, yank, yank. So it's a pull and then a natural recoil. Wop ba da da, wop ba da da. Straight 3 notes slurred, straight 3 notes slurred. Really rhythmic. Grandma's got to dance. So take it from that hard, right there, from that like chop intro of the second half. 1, 2, 3. And then the big finale. For those of you who aren't double stopping yet, just a little technique point. Anyone who's with me at this level probably, or we should know by now, that we're not pulling our hand, we're not pulling our wrist away to reach the E string, but rather pulling our elbow in. And that's a slide. Right? Because we've got to be we got to be able to slide up and down. So we can't have friction. We certainly can't be breaking the line of our wrist. Back to it. For those of you who aren't double stopping, play the high notes with me. 2, 3. For those of you who are double stopping, let's put in the bluegrass double stop, shall we? And I think that's a nice strong ending. So, variation 2 with me. 1, 2, 3. Fine and dandy. And now we've used this brand new song that just came into the world by Meredith Wilkerson. We've learned to craft a break from the chorus of that song. And, no matter which of these 3 skill levels you fall at, it doesn't really matter because we're all on the same journey. It doesn't matter. As long as you play the melody, pull a sweet tone from your fiddle. Don't scratch. Don't hit unwanted strings. Don't make unwanted sounds. Don't scribble. If you do, if you're plagued by that, find me at Floyd Music School. I can help you with it. I can't guarantee anything, but I've got a lot of great advice. And if you are sounding sweet and you're looking to build your skills, there's tons of stuff here in the Bluegrass Unlimited archives, and of course all over the YouTube airwaves. Thank you, as always, fiddling friends. Thank you to Bluegrass Unlimited, to Dan for asking me to do this, our fearless editor. Dan, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next month.